Well, what's going on, folks? We are back with another Nerd Power Hour live stream. I love doing these live streams. They are very, very fun. I got a new chair, being able to roll around in it, so digging a Hogwarts shirt. We're just waiting on Mark, who's being a lazy bum. I don't know why, but I guess we'll just have to wait for him to come in and check us out. What's going on, folks? I hope everyone's doing well. I know that we're going into week 5 of this whole quarantine thing, and it has been just, I would say, bittersweet because I don't have to wake up and go to work. I work from home, and that's kind of like been one of my biggest dreams is to work from home. Get up, get my coffee, don't even have to get dressed, go to work, do what I got to do, and just be able to chill at home. But I get it. It's a little scary out there, a little spooky. People are just going crazy. The news doesn't really understand what's going on. You're hearing one thing from one side, you're hearing another thing from another side. But all in all, it's all about, I guess, Trump being ill prepared when I'm pretty sure the entire world was ill prepared for this. And no one is really talking about China about this. So, I mean, people are scared. I get that a lot. They don't know what to do. Oh, is this Mark texting me? He told me to push it back. And I'm like, no. When did you tell me to do that? So if he joins us, he joins us. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Anyways, I am here for you guys answering questions, Q&A. So join me up. I'm more than happy to talk about some pop culture stuff. Any questions about anything? I'm having a drink because, well, there's nothing else really more to do at this point. Comics are kind of going down. I won't say downhill, but here's Mark. I don't know why he doesn't jump on. Join me. Not a lot has happened this week, folks. I don't really understand what's going on in terms of the pop culture world, but it just seems like all time has stopped, and it's getting a little eerie for me. I know I keep saying the same thing over again, but I never thought in my lifetime that we'll be reliving the Black Plague here. So that is it's scary, scary, scary. But in pop culture news, there's a few articles that I picked up today that I kind of want to share with you guys. On top of that, San Diego Comic Con has been canceled. We all saw that coming. Actually, E3 was canceled first, way back in, I think, February. It was canceled. So it's been a lot of the conventions these days is just crazy. Mark, get your ass on a live stream. If you have time to contact me via YouTube chat, you have time to just turn on your computer and join a live stream. You can probably just join it from your phone. Just join it from your phone. He's being lazy, y'all. I don't know why. Thought we were in this together, pal. I thought we were in this together. What's going on? But yeah, E3 was canceled back in February, and then after that, we all knew that San Diego Comic Con was probably going to get canceled too. So there was no surprise there, to be honest. But I don't know what they're going to do regarding new games or new movies and stuff like that. A lot of the movies that are supposed to be being shown this year are getting pushed back. I don't know why by like a year, but I mean they could have released those movies on Google Plus or Google Play. I'm sorry, and did it that way. That would have been smart. Let us stream it, pay for it like a normal movie would, and made your money that way. But uh, I don't know. Whew, tired. Mark, get your ass online. I guess we're just gonna wait for him to get on, folks. If you having a drink, cheers. Do 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 do. Just waiting for some people to join. I know that was Mark popping in. And we're still waiting for Mark. You guys should go to his Twitter page and just ice him. There he is.
Oh, I hate you. I don't even want to get into this right now.
Dude, you just can't like not show up to a live stream. That's not how this works.
Wait. What do you mean?
You just can't say you're not going to show up to a live stream 10 minutes before the live stream.
I'm not even ready.
Do you mean you're not even ready? You've been home all day.
Can you see the back?
Huh?
I was playing.
Are you playing Animal Crossing again?
No, I am not.
I call bullshit.
I was playing wrestling. You can see.
Well, yeah. Well, see, we could have done that. We could have hooked up your fucking PS4 or whatever to the live stream and streamed it that way via Twitch. Didn't think of that. We could have figured that shit out. Even though I'm not a fan of wrestling, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not a fan. You know it's fake, right? All of it's fake.
No, it's not.
It's so fake.
No, it's not.
Nobody bleeds in wrestling, dude. I've never seen anybody bleed in wrestling.
Oh, haters. Haters.
It's not. I was just stating a fact. No one ever bleeds. You get hit in the head with a chair, and people just pop back up like a fucking gopher. Like, whoop, like, you just didn't get hit with a chair, bro? What the fuck? You don't get hit with a chair and walk away from that shit. You don't.
Yeah, I've just been setting up today. Well, rearranging.
No, I just put together my new chair. It feels comfortable.
What, that really chair? You just got it?
I just got it today. Well, I got it last week. It didn't come with a part, so I had to order a specific part. Then I put it together like maybe around noon today after lunch. So, yeah, man, we're going into week 5 of quarantine. How you feeling, buddy?
Bro, I'm ready. But then again, like I'm ready, but at the same time, like scared because we don't know like when we go back what's gonna be out there.
Right. A lot of people they're bringing up that whole thing too. Like there's no cure or like vaccine for the coronavirus. So like when
I'm not trying to be like political with like our like thing today, but I've seen a lot of people like go 50-50 on it. They're like some of them like stay home, which I agree, and then some of them are like, well, if we're willing to risk our lives, I'm like, that's dumb. Like for money, like I get it. Like we have bills to pay, but at the same time, you're risking your lives for what?
Yeah, but how serious is it really? That's my question. Like you're seeing like on the news, like everyone's talking about how hospitals are being overrun, they're overcrowded. There's not a lot of equipment going around. Yet, if you go on TikTok, all you see is nurses dancing in an empty-ass hospital. And you're like, wait.
Well, I mean, that's the only time that they get to have fun, like just to be normal. Because, like, I could imagine what type of battle they can have day in and day out.
Right. But
especially with, like, no equipment or, testing or whatnot.
If they're being overrun with rooms, right? Overrun. Like, everyone, there's, like, people sitting in the hallways. There's just too many people to go around to fill out the rooms and stuff like that. What's going on in these hospitals if no one is really actually being, pulled in that direction in terms of being sick,
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm not dissing. I'm not saying that the whole thing isn't real or anything. What I'm saying is like a lot of the stuff that people are hearing is not adding up to what we're seeing on the internet. You know,
That's why it's you always have to do your research though. For
right?
me, at least.
Because if it's as busy as what people are saying, these nurses don't have the time to dance in hallways and do TikTok videos. That's just me.
I
That's just
mean,
me.
maybe during their lunch break.
No, most nurses, like if you're really slammed, you don't get a lunch break. Like if I'm
No,
slammed
I
at
know.
work, I don't
Yeah.
get a lunch break. I usually just either eat at my desk or I don't eat at all. So there's no like people are just going crazy saying how like rampant the coronavirus is, but no one is really seeing like how busy hospitals are. I have a friend in LA, she's working at a hospital, and I asked her, "Your hospital's overrun?" She goes, "No." But she keeps on saying that she expects it to get worse. And I'm like, you said that 2 weeks ago. It's either gonna get worse or it's not. You know?
I think just because they probably haven't reached their peak yet. That's probably what it is. They're not New York yet, but they're expecting it to be like that.
Well, they were supposed to peak like a week ago, I think. I think that was the expected day to peak. So I don't remember. Huh? I don't know. I don't know. This whole thing this seems kind of fishy to me. Even though I go out to like grocery shop, I'm still paranoid as fuck. Like
Oh
I have
yeah,
my little thing of
you
hand
have.
sanitizer, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go get some groceries. And every little thing I touch, I'm like, okay, don't touch my face. I gotta be conscious not to touch my face. Ah, my nose is itching. I can't touch my face.
I know. Or like when I'm like, oh, I try to do this, but I'm like, never mind, I can't do that.
Right, right. Or like sometimes
Yeah.
you like forget and you like scratch your face and you're like, oh no,
You're like,
I think I'm
shit.
infected.
Oh yeah. No, that's
I
how
got
you're
the T
supposed to
virus.
treat
Oh
it. You're
no.
supposed to treat it like everyone around you has it, because you never know. Like you have to be cautious.
Bro, I've been sanitizing my hands for years, man. This isn't nothing new to me. I'm like the biggest germaphobe ever. Erica would tell you too. My wife watches me wash my hands every time I touch something. This is nothing new. You folks are just not in on the game here. You guys are behind. You don't know what kind of level this is. Dude, I've been sanitizing my hands for fucking days. This is why I rarely get sick. The only sick that I don't get like normally sick, like cold or like cough or sneeze or allergies. I get like the heavy stuff, like appendicitis and like my wisdom teeth and shit like that. I never get like
Mhm.
the little, I gotta stay in bed today because I have a fever. No, I get the more severe shit for some reason. I don't know. But it's been, I don't know, 5, 6 years since I've been bedridden for like a cold or something.
Really, that's like me.
But
Like I rarely do, but once like it comes down, like it really comes down like hard for me.
right. But most of the time, I just fucking make sure I'm like clean.
Yeah, I've been doing damage this week.
Yeah, okay. So tell me about all the stuff you've been buying. Did anything come in the mail?
Not yet. Have 10 toys coming in Wednesday, which I will do an unboxing on it.
Yeah, do an
Sure.
unboxing so we can see it. I can upload it to the channel.
Yeah.
But okay, what did you buy? You bought a bunch of wrestling toys.
Yes, I bought a bunch of wrestling toys. Like the superstars that I grew up like idolizing and liking, like Undertaker, Stone Cold, D-Generation X, that type. But yesterday I went to Target because I know you're clowning on me for Walmart, and I found,
Walmart's
bro.
grass.
No, wait. Like you see that right here, turtles. Wait, hold on. Well, these my guys are
Oh,
four
dude, that's from
dollars.
the new Ninja Turtles. Those things are
Oh
garbage. I don't like the new Ninja
no,
Turtles.
I don't care. But they're $4 at Target, and I have all four of them.
$4 at Target.
Yeah, I couldn't pass them up.
I guess. I don't like the new turtles.
I don't either, but like the figures that we grew up with, they're like $20-$30 right now.
Yeah, because that's when toys were fucking good. These
But like
toys are trash.
you see this? It's like I don't know. Is he really Donatello or what? But hey,
No, he's not Donatello. He's some cheap knockoff. Why in the new show Raphael is like super big? Like
wait, I'll show you. Wait.
he's a big fucking turtle.
No, he's not big in my figure though. Like the biggest one I have is like Michelangelo, which is actually weird.
That is weird. Michelangelo's like the youngest one, but I don't
Yeah.
know why he would be extra big. That's stupid.
No, yeah, he's like one of the Buffett. Well, hold on.
That's funny. So you bought wrestling toys, you bought Ninja Turtles.
See how big he is compared to like the other ones I just showed you?
Yeah, that's Michelangelo.
Well, no, this is Raphael, right?
Okay, I
No,
thought Raphael
I
had
got it
thighs.
wrong.
Why does he have tonsils?
I don't know. This is what it came with.
That's not what he uses though.
That's what it
We all
came
know that
with.
Raphael. We all
You
know that
see?
Raphael uses thighs. He doesn't use fucking tonsils. Duh, dude. Like
Oh, this is what
Ninja
they
Turtles
gave him.
101. That's
Oh,
stupid. That's why no one. I don't know. I haven't watched this iteration of Ninja
I
Turtles,
haven't either. I haven't either.
so I don't really know what it is or what it looks like. All I know is that a lot of people were upset because they made April O'Neil a black girl, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, they did. They did. They actually
Yeah.
did because I saw.
And then
I saw.
they changed out all their weapons, and I'm like, dude, you can't fucking change out their weapons like that.
They did.
That's what make the Ninja Turtles the
I'll
Ninja
show
Turtles.
you. Wait. I'm gonna bring out all of it. Wait.
Yeah, do it. Let's have a little fun.
Here's my guy growing up, but look at his things. Like he has two, and on a skateboard.
Okay, what's in his other hand? I didn't see his other hand.
There's this. There's that. Another sword. There's like he's got like two swords.
Okay, but they're not katanas, so I don't like it anyway.
What?
Leonardo has two katanas. He doesn't have a fucking long sword and then some type of lightsaber. Just retarded.
No, it wasn't. And then Donatello has like two things going on.
Two
And then,
staff.
wait.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's like when their weapons are like powered up or something. You have one that's normal, and then they do some kind of power up thing where they power up the other weapons.
Then you got this bad boy. He only has one nunchucks,
That's not even a nunchuck. That's like
But-
a
it's just like
three-way staff or something.
Yeah. hmm But
That's
like
weird.
I said, like I couldn't pass it up for like $4, dude. That's the
Yeah,
only
but
reason why.
I would have went and got the original turtles. That's me.
Okay, what
Have
toy
you-
stores are open right now?
Amazon, eBay. I can wait a few days for the things to get here, dude. It's not a big deal to me. Actually, that's probably the reason why I would even go to the mailbox is to see if there's a package. there's been times where I haven't gone and get the mail for like 2 weeks.
Really?
And I'm like, yeah, dude, because I'm like, oh, I get all my bills online anyway. I don't know why they keep sending me paper bills. I get all that
Exactly.
shit online, so I just pay it online. But they keep on sending it to me, and I'm like, whenever I go get a package, I realize that I haven't gotten the mail in like 2 weeks, and I'm like, fuck, gotta go get the mail. Like a stack
Yeah.
of mail like this thick. It's all full of sales papers. and
You know
shit.
what? I did that before. I was like almost a good 3 weeks of like not getting the mail, and then they stopped putting mail in there, and then they took it all away, and we got in
Yeah.
trouble for it.
You would have to go to like the post office to like
Yeah.
get your mail.
And get
Yeah,
all your
no.
mail. They're like,
Fuck
dude, pick it up.
Yeah, just pick it up. Like I've been trying. It's like since we've been home for the last 5 weeks almost. I was like, there's no reason why I shouldn't be getting the mail like every other day or something like that. Mainly because I've been ordering shit and I'm waiting for it to get here. So there's that. So all right. So San Diego Comic-Con has been canceled, folks. We don't
Yep.
really we understand why, but we don't really know what we're gonna do during that second week of July. Because it's like that's what we all watch. We stream San Diego Comic Con on YouTube.
That
hear
and
all
then
the
we are
numbers.
always looking forward to like new Marvel like announcements or whatnot or other announcements, but fortunately
Right.
we don't.
No, we haven't heard anything. And usually, like E3 is kind of like the big thing too, because that's kind of like the kickoff of summer. That's E3 is usually in the beginning of June, and
Mhm.
it kind of gets you in the mood for like what's coming, new games. They were supposed to announce the new generation of consoles, like the Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5. I think
Yeah,
they're coming
please.
out with a new version of the Switch, and people were just like just like excited for it. And then boom, like in February, they announced that E3 wasn't going to be happening. Probably because most of the attendees were from China.
It's not just from there. It's mostly everywhere though.
You missed the joke, bro. You missed the joke.
I
That was a-
did. No, I know. Mostly. Hey, but you know what? They're okay now, though.
well, supposedly, no one really
So they
knows.
say.
No, I don't. I don't believe it. I think if they would have found a vaccine and like got it under control, unless they're saying they got it under control by killing any other people who have it, then yeah, technically you got it under control. But
I don't know.
China's a little sketchy, bro. I'm not going to China. You see all this stuff on YouTube flying around and Twitter that China is like being racist towards black people. Like they're not letting them do anything. They're not letting them shop. They're not letting them go into certain places. They're just like locking them out. So then I looked into it. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. I don't know
Really?
any black people like breaking their neck to go to China. Yeah, I don't
Oh.
understand. So I looked into it, and there's a lot of people who are in China on work visas from like Africa, and they're just being treated like shit over there. And I'm like, that's pretty fucked up. No one's calling this out. I didn't think that Chinese people could be racist, but I guess that's a thing.
It could be. I
It
think
could
everyone could be. It doesn't just have to be them.
Everyone's a little racist. Everyone's a little racist. I mean,
Mhm.
sometimes racism could be funny. Sometimes it's detrimental. But I did see this one. Oh my god, it was racist, but it was funny at the same time. And I was so conflicted that I didn't even understand what I was feeling. Okay, so get ready for this. There was this
Okay.
commercial in China floating around. It was this Chinese woman in her kitchen. She's cleaning up, and then out of the bedroom comes this black dude. And the black dude, he's all dirty and stuff, like he was like painting and something like that. He was straight up dirty. And the Asian woman, Chinese woman, like motions towards him, like, come here, baby. Like they're about to get down. So he comes over and she takes him, like she's about to kiss him, but then throws his ass in the dishwasher. Just takes his ass, put him in the dishwasher, and she drops like a little Tide Pod in there and washes him. And she sits on the washer. And apparently it's a fucking advertisement for like some type of dishwasher cleaner. So then after the whole like logo thing of the dishwasher cleaner happens, she opens the dishwasher and out pops a fucking Chinese dude. She cleaned the blackness off of him, and he came out as some type of like Chinese person, and she fell in love with the dude. And I'm like, God damn, that's the most racist shit I've ever seen. But it's funny. It's one of those things that's racist and funny at the same time. But you're kind of like, the fuck did I just watch?
You would have to send me that link so I can watch it.
Dude, I'll send it to you right now because I retweeted it, and people are just like, no one's calling this out. And I'm like, guys, relax. I'm pretty sure it's just one of those things. But that is an actual commercial in China that is being aired. Let me see if I can pull it up and we can show the
I
audience.
pull it up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we really don't have anything going on.
Racist Chinese commercial. I wonder how many of them pop up. It'd be hilarious. You get like a bunch of like racist Chinese commercials. It's right here. It's in The Guardian, dude. Black man is washed whiter in China's racist detergents advertisement. All right, I'm gonna share my screen really quick. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Well, it's loading. Black man
You
is
see this?
Huh.
see if it'll play. This shit is it's fucking crazy how they did it, and I'm like, wow, this is an actual commercial in China. What the fuck? Let me see if I can let it load. Am I frozen or anything?
You're not, but just your video.
All right.
Your internet is a lot better this week.
Are you watching it?
It's lagging here a little bit though. What the hell? Yeah, that's no, hell no.
Like, you don't
Wow.
understand. Like, do you laugh at this or do you just like be like, God damn, that was racist as fuck?
Yeah, that definitely is. Like, I hope that they don't see that.
No, I don't
Wow.
think that Chinese people could be racist, but then that's me and like my optimism for the human race. Hopefully, like people aren't this shitty, but that's insane. That's fucking crazy how they did that.
Yeah, like
That's
okay, a black man and then he just got washed and then now all of a sudden he's Chinese. Yeah, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. Wow.
all right, let's read this article really quick. The company behind a Chinese advert for detergent that has been dubbed the most racist ever has defended a bizarre concept saying any discrimination is in the eye of the viewer. Wow. Are you kidding me right now? That last line.
Like how does that make sense? It's like I would understood like if he was black and then he became Michael Jackson, but like
Right.
he became a different race. He became Chinese. Like what the that doesn't make sense at all.
I remember there was another Chinese commercial, and these commercials, I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese, but they do some crazy shit with the commercial. This girl was in a grocery store and she opened up, I think it was cookies, and she ate a cookie, and it was so good that this bitch gave birth to a horse. A fucking horse. And I'm like, those cookies are that good? Where you just shit out a horse? What?
I swear.
Holy
You're not making
fuck.
sense.
Oh man, that is fucking crazy. And she's a cute little Chinese girl too. She's cute, but she stuffed his ass. Okay, let's be real. You wouldn't be able to stuff this big ass black dude in a
No,
fucking washing
no,
machine. No way.
no.
Absolutely
And,
not.
and then what? He has afro and then now he has a straight hair. Okay.
That's insane. That's
Yeah,
insane.
no, definitely not. That's definitely racist.
That's racist as fuck. But I mean, it's China, the communist capital of the world. Literally, the communist capital of the world. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck at all.
Wow.
One African American who spent several years in China recalled being fired as an English teacher despite his excellent professional skills because students were obsessed with his skin color. Marquitas Presswood wrote, I overheard students talking in Chinese about how they were paying so much money and wanted a white instructor. Wow. One went so far as to say, I don't want to look at his black face all night. God damn.
That's how it is.
Presswood added that he hoped attitudes were changing as Chinese engagement with the world increased. This is another reason why we just have to fucking pull out of China because that's crazy. But then you got a whole continent over there that's like full of Oriental people. China's lack of diversity is not encouraged long-term immigration, and the UN says it hosts only 150 refugees in a population of 1.3 billion can spill over into overt discrimination, particularly for people of color. In 2009, the vicious response to a contestant on a TV talent show who had mixed Chinese and African American heritage highlighted some of China's problems. So that would explain like why the Karate Kid, the one with Jaden Smith, why those kids were like picking on him in the beginning.
Yeah. That's how they are. That's why they stick to their own that's the reason why they stick to their own kind.
That's crazy. I mean, I know they would never fuck with a black dude because a black dude will fuck them up if it came down to it. But that's insane, bro. That's fucking crazy.
That is. I don't get their logic behind this commercial. Just do detergent. That's fine. You don't have to put another like race in there and turn it into your own race.
Yeah, they were like, well, why do that in the first place, right? Why make it a detergent? Why make it a commercial about detergent, but you're gonna throw a black dude in a washing machine? Why? Like, you're not demonstrating. I mean, are you trying to demonstrate like how powerful and concentrated your product is to where you can literally wash the skin color off of somebody?
Yeah.
Because that's fucking crazy. That in itself is insane.
That's more than bleaching right there.
Yeah, that's way more than bleaching. That's like, fuck. Now Michael Jackson be like, oh, hey, that's how you do it. That's not how I did it. I have vitiligo. I just get lighter every time something like this happens. That's crazy, dude. Wow, but anyways, San Diego Comic Con is canceled. They're probably going to be canceled. Any other mass gatherings from now? I think I think 2020 is just kind of done. To be honest, I
Yeah,
don't think anything
let's
is coming.
I believe let's give up a little bit. I mean, let's be optimistic a little bit. It's still early, but
Well,
as far as
all of
I don't know
go
if
ahead.
I'm seeing any concerts anytime soon. Also,
No, you know what else was this year too? Power Morphicon in Texas was supposed to be
oh
this year,
yeah.
and I was gonna go to that, and I was so
But
stoked.
you
I
know
got my
what's the craziest thing that's happening right now is in Florida that they opened their beaches again.
well, no one is paying attention to the beach problem. It's like you're supposed to be in quarantine, yet all these fucking people are at the beach. These people have been at the beach since the quarantine was supposed to
No,
start.
no, no. Remember they were shut. They were closed a month ago, and
No, that was LA. Trust me, because I have people in
no, no,
Florida and they were
no,
saying that they were not going.
no. They reopened it. They reopened it yesterday. I was watching the news.
They were always open. That was LA that
No,
was closed.
no. Florida's was closed. Now they have like a time limit. I think it was like 8 to 11, and then 5 to 8.
I think people are just gonna start like saying, fuck it, I'm going out and not really give a fuck about it because
That's what they did yesterday. And then supposedly the mayor was saying like do social distancing. But when I was watching the video, they didn't. They didn't care. They're like, "Oh, I'm free." Like,
well then okay, with that logic, right, we should be seeing a spike in COVID-19 cases, people being infected. That should see a spike. So if you don't see a spike within the next week to 2 weeks, then
this is
something's
their
not
fault.
right. Yeah,
Right.
something's not right if we don't see that spike in Florida of more cases happening there. Because if all these people went to the beach yesterday and they did not practice social distancing, then that should tell me they should be infected. These people
Yeah.
should be all kinds of
And
infected.
not just that, like a couple weeks back, the wrestling world was doing pre-tape shows because of the COVID, like the social distancing. This week they went back to going live because the mayor like gave them an essential business. They're an essential business. So now they're back to being live instead
Well,
of tape.
I saw that one clip of Stone Cold like shooting something live, and he was trying to like rile up the crowd, and there was no one in the fucking
No.
chairs.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny.
So that's how it is right now. So the optimism in the sports world is that if the wrestling world could do it, hopefully they could do the exact same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
They're trying to have like a neutral site where they can put all the players together or whatnot, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Right.
I would say that we should just I don't know. I don't know if even for if we're gonna see like football or baseball.
Well, they were trying to bring baseball back. I think they were trying to set up something in Arizona where they were going to have baseball games, but with no
Mhm.
crowd. So they were trying to bring that back because I think the season is supposed to be starting right now for baseball.
It-
But I don't
This
know.
in May it was supposed to be.
Right, but I think they're still in May. It's supposed to be that's when they're supposed to be throwing the
Yeah.
basketball. But
It should have
if you
been
could do that,
spring training right now.
right, so if you could do that with baseball, what's stopping people from doing it with all the other sports, like with
I don't see
basketball,
it happening
hockey?
in baseball though, because so you're telling me all the teams from the East is traveling to the West. Where are they gonna stay?
Intense, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they have like a whole like baseball field or some shit blocked out for like a little MLB city or some shit like that.
Because
Like,
the chatter with the NBA actually was that they were gonna try and do like they were gonna rent the casinos, like the convention centers, that they were
right.
gonna play there.
That would make sense, and that would
Now
actually help the economy here in Vegas.
that was the chatter, but I don't know if they're pushing forward to it or but as of what the president say, it's up to the governors to reopen it. So who knows when we're gonna open?
Yeah, but I'm not seeing like I don't want to be that guy to be like, oh, I'm not seeing any cases of coronavirus anywhere. But like Vegas just seems like very chill. Like Clark County, people are just they're still walking the street. I went to go do some grocery shopping today, and I'm still seeing people just like hanging out and shit like that. Like these people aren't giving a fuck. Like
No, they
again,
don't at all.
no. But again, we should be seeing increased numbers of people infected with the virus, but we're not. We're not. And I'm like, well, what's happening if people are supposed to be practicing social distancing and they're not? So why aren't these people showing symptoms or being tested or being, getting infected. Because even if you're not tested, right? If you're not tested, that doesn't negate the fact that you may or may not have the virus, right?
Mhm.
So if you're coming in contact with someone, you can necessarily have the virus. You don't need to get tested to say, oh, you got the virus. Usually the symptoms will start to creep up on you and you're like, fuck, I got it, right? But
Right.
I don't know. None of that's happened. All of my closest friends, even Amanda, who just had a kid, she's
I know,
like,
right?
oh no, I'm good. Like I was like, well, how did you have your baby? At the hospital slam? She goes, no, just went in there, spat it out, and we're done. I was like,
Hmm.
how did you get a bed? And apparently we're supposed to be out of beds. So that's I don't know. Yeah, it's just like there's just something they're not telling us, and I'm getting into my whole conspiracy theory head right now. But it just feels like that they're not telling us something important. But I guess time will tell if this whole
Yeah.
thing is like a ploy or not. But we'll just have to wait and see, man. We just have to wait and see. Dude, did you get your Xbox yet?
Yeah, that's where I was on.
Did you not like download Destiny yet? What's up, bro? Why haven't you downloaded Destiny 2?
I haven't yet.
Why? It's free.
Yeah, that, and I haven't bought any Xbox Live. Like,
Dude, what else are you gonna do? You're quarantined for like 4 weeks. Xbox Live is like essential.
been working on my business. Duh.
Who cares about the business? Don't
But
take all day, bro.
it usually does for me.
I sold a White Ranger helmet today for like $90, so I gotta like send that out next week.
The what?
A White Ranger helmet.
You bought it?
Well, I bought when they first released it. I bought like 3 of them. I
Mhm.
kept one for myself, and then
So you still have two left.
Yeah, I basically bought it for like 75. I'm not gonna say the price.
You can't say the price.
I
It's
already
too
said the
late.
price.
Yeah,
Oh well.
you're screwed. So you still have 2 more, but you sold
Yeah.
the other one.
I sold one. Well,
You have
I
one
haven't
left.
accepted this dude's offer because he's kind of below my asking price, but I think I'll just sell it to get rid of it because I got to
Wait,
get
wait,
rid
wait,
of.
wait, wait. So you still have one more.
Yeah, I still have one more. I bought 3. One is for me. One is sold. I still have one more. You want it?
Thinking about it. I will
I
let
do.
you know.
It's on eBay. You'll save me some shipping costs. That's for sure.
You better not send me no shipping costs.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If you buy it here, I could just drop it off to you.
That's what I'm saying. We'll talk about that after this stream.
Yeah, folks, as you hear. But yeah, I got to get rid of some of this inventory that I got because we're moving in like 2.5 months, and I don't want to have to move inventory into a new house. I need to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's
I can
how I
buy some
am
new
too.
shit. So, but yeah, man. Not really much going on this week. I didn't see anything on Twitter about any type of articles for anything.
Me too.
I did see one though that kind of made me upset. You remember that show Boy Meets World?
Yes, Topanga and
And Corey, right?
Corey. Yep.
Well, you remember the character Angela, the black chick, the one that was all in love with Sean?
I might have to watch again.
Get on
We'll
Disney
see.
Plus because
Yeah, I do. I have it on Disney Plus.
Anyways, she came out like back in January saying that the guy who played Eric Matthews called her a racial slur 22 years ago. And so I'm like, wait, what? There's no way that this dude who played Eric Matthews is just going to come up and just drop N-words on people for no reason. So I got into the article. He said that he called her Aunt Jemima. And I'm like, what? You know, Aunt Jemima, the pancake syrup lady, the black lady on the front of the pancake syrup.
Okay, Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, it's either syrup or like pancake mix. I don't know, but I remember Aunt Jemima being like pancake syrup, maple syrup that you put on your pancakes, right? And so apparently this was considered racist. But I'm like reading the article, I'm like, well, what's racist in 2020 wasn't necessarily racist like 20 plus years ago.
22 years ago, yeah.
Right. If he called you Aunt Jemima, I'm sure it was probably jokingly set aside, like, just kind of playing around. Because that's how he is. If you look at his Instagram page, this guy is like doing practical jokes. He's like hanging out and having fun, people and shit like that. That's what he does. So got into the article and I saw the tweet that she tweeted out like 20 years ago. I mean, back in January about something that happened 20 years ago. And though she goes on to say that he apologized 22 years ago for calling her Aunt Jemima. And I'm like, well, why are you bringing this up now? That doesn't
Right.
make sense. Are you looking for attention? Are you been cooped up for like fucking
22
days?
years. Yeah.
22 years ago, he apologized. You even say that in this article. And now, all of a sudden,
You're
you have
trying to
to
chase after him.
right. And it's kind of bad because in 2020, if you're a straight white male, you're fucking done if you do something like that. There's no going back for you, pal. You're finished. So,
Yeah.
and then when she tweeted it out in January, he apologized again with a 3-page letter to her directly.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, what's the problem? Why are you bringing this up now? You need something to talk about? I don't understand.
It's usually people like that. They're probably trying to stay relevant, or they're trying to put their careers back out there. Maybe.
Right. Because I could be wrong about this, and I probably am, but I haven't seen her do anything else after the show. I don't remember her.
And that's the thing I hate most about people in general. Like, how do you bring back what happened 5 years ago, or like what you said, 22 years ago, to what now? Like, why? Like
Like,
you held that secret for that long. So why you open up your mouth now?
right.
Like,
And
it doesn't make sense.
I can understand if he like said it and was like vividly aware, or he said it with malicious intent. But even she said there was no malicious intent there. It was just a joke. He said it. People laughed. Ha ha ha. She laughed. Ha ha
Mhm.
ha. End of it. But then he came back around and said, "Hey, I think that might have been a little insensitive. I apologize if I hurt you. We're cool, right? Yeah, we're cool." Fucking 22 years later, you bring that shit up again, like if I saw that and I was him, I was like, didn't I apologize for this? Why are you bringing this up
Exactly.
22 years later? That's kind of
Right.
like an F you to me for no reason after I apologized for what I said 22 years ago.
Mhm.
This shit
Yeah.
makes no sense. So I don't know. She's now like alleging that 2 other castmates on the show like did some insensitive racist shit to her, but I don't know. We may or may not know those identities of those people, but she fucking called out Eric Matthews like that. Like, what do you want?
Like,
Like reparations? Like what the fuck? I
what
need
each
you to
one?
be aware of your racism. And I'm like, you saying that I'm racist is kind of racist in itself, but so you got my tweet, my message of all the Twitter action yesterday, right?
I did. I still haven't read it yet.
You still haven't read it?
No, I have not.
You want me to just tell you the story?
Just tell me the story. That's what I was waiting on you for, anyways.
All right, so check this out. I'm on Twitter, right? And like I've been trying to limit my Twitter time for like the longest time, just like not trying to be on Twitter every hour of every day because it's like you look up, it's 10 o'clock, and then you get back on Twitter, you look up, it's fucking 3 in the afternoon. So you're like, fuck it. So, anyways, I'm on Twitter scrolling through, and I see this tweet saying that Tifa from Final Fantasy VIII or Final Fantasy VII, because that's everyone's talking about Final Fantasy VII now because of the remake is out. So everyone's
Mhm.
talking about it.
The remake is
People,
still awesome.
right? So people are talking about how Tifa is somehow a prostitute in the game, and I'm like, what? No,
No.
I don't think she's a prostitute. So this Chinese woman, I won't say China. I'm gonna say Asian girl,
Mhm.
kind of said something along the lines of, "Who cares if she is a sex worker? That should be something that is accepted in 2020." And I'm like, no, it really shouldn't be. To be honest, that's just my personal opinion. So then I go to her profile page and I see like the first line of her profile. It says freelance journalist, ex-lawyer. And so I take that and I retweet her tweet with a snapshot of her profile. And I go, I don't know, but being an ex-lawyer to a freelance journalist right now is kind of a downgrade. You might want to rethink your priorities, right?
Rethink
So I
it.
tweeted that out
Mhm.
and sat there for like a good few hours, right? Didn't really.
She replied.
No, she didn't reply. Other people who follow her replied and started attacking me. So they were like, "Oh my god, you're so insensitive. That's the most biggest thing you could say. You're a shitty person, blah blah blah." And I just like completely point out, I'm like, "Hey, if you're willing to put your opinions on the internet, you got to be prepared to fucking get somebody's opinion back, whether it's the opinion of the topic or the opinion of somebody on Twitter, right? I
Yeah.
get opinions of me like all fucking time. I don't fucking care. You can say whatever you want. I really don't care. So then one of these girls, she was non-binary, so she looked like a boy, but was clearly a female. Clearly, was saying, "Well, you better quit while you're ahead because you're gonna keep on publicly embarrassing yourself." And I'm like, "Okay, dude." Literally 5 minutes later, she goes, "You're just a shitty white dude on Twitter causing all sorts of trouble and fucking with people's day." And I go, "Shitty white dude, bitch, I am black." and, and so I take the tweet and I retweet it out and I go, can somebody help this young lady figure out that I'm a black guy, please? And I just let Twitter have it. So like fucking everybody who knows me on Twitter just started attacking this chick, to saying he's black, bitch, open your eyes, he's black. You can see his videos, he's black, 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 black. Just everyone just attacking this chick to the point to where she tried to like come off it and like just own up to it. But I'm like, I would let you have that. I would say I accept it. You owned up to it. But literally 5 minutes ago, you said that I should quit while I'm ahead before I publicly embarrass myself. And 5 minutes pass and you do exactly that.
Yeah.
You can't get much more. You can't get your foot down into your throat deep enough at this point. And it's so funny when these people they get to that point to where they think they're on their moral high ground, and then they do something like that. It doesn't get any better than that. And thinking about it now, this shit is it's still funny. It's still hilarious. And so the conversation continues. Somehow we get on the topic of politics and Trump. This chick, I'm pretty sure you can imagine what she looks like. She's a girl just like a boy with a beanie hat. She's non-binary, right? She doesn't like Trump. He's racist, la, 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 la. The whole argument's still going on from like the last 3 years. And she goes, how can I get you to understand? And I'm like, I don't want to fucking understand, to be honest. Like, you have your opinions, I have mine. This whole place called the internet is full of people expressing their opinions on certain things. At the end of the day, no one's opinion matters. My opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. The girl in the beginning of the whole tweet, her opinion doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that we can't state our opinions and, put it online, because that's what we do. That's the norm in 2020. You don't have to like anything. You don't have to follow anything. If you don't like something, you have the right to post it online.
You do.
And if you get the backlash, you get the backlash. If you don't,
exactly.
You don't. So, but if
you put it out there, so you better be prepared to get the backlash.
You put it out there, you got to be prepared to whatever fucking comes at you next, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I go, you shouldn't even listen to me. I'm just some dude on the internet stating some opinions from some chick I don't even know. And some chick that I don't know comes at me aggressively about something that you don't agree with. But that's the internet. That's how it works. People don't agree. You're not going to sit here and convince me that my opinion is wrong, because at this point, it's a subjective piece of thought. It's based on my experiences and what I see throughout the world, and your experiences, like how you think Trump is racist and all this stuff, is based on your experiences and how you see the world. Completely different opinions. You don't like it, deal with it. So she ended up blocking me.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was going to ask you next. I'm pretty sure she blocked you.
Yeah, she blocked me, but I think more or less she blocked me because people were still trying to bite her head off about accusing my race. Because again, this is the irony of it. It's the beauty of it all. And it's still fucking great, is that these people, they want us to acknowledge them by their pronouns and acknowledge them by the gender that they choose to identify as. They want us to ask them, hey, how do I refer to you? What's your pronouns? What's your gender? So I cannot misgender you. They want people like us to ask them these questions. But when it comes around, they assume that someone is of another race instead of asking that person what your race is, right?
Right.
How hypocritical is that on a scale of 1 to 10? This shit doesn't make any sense. You want me to ask you for your pronouns, you're going to assume that I'm white. Okay, pal. Cool, right?
Cool.
So then this whole conversation branched off of the original tweet from the girl that I retweeted. She ended up replying, and she says, oh, I never said that Tifa was a prostitute. I said that if she was a prostitute or a sex worker, that should be accepted in 2020. And I gladly replied, oh, I apologize. That was my mistake. I'm sorry for the tweet. And then we started getting into the whole thing about why are people assuming that Tifa's a prostitute. And that idea came from another guy who's never fucking played Final Fantasy before in his life, stating that because Tifa dresses the way she does in the game, people automatically assume that she's a hooker. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I didn't delete the tweet because I'm not the kind of guy to say something and then delete the tweet because that automatically assumes that you're wrong. But then if you read my tweet, it's not necessarily attacking the tweet and what she said. I still think that going from being a lawyer to a freelance journalist isn't the right life choice, in my opinion. Like, that's just me. Like, I wouldn't go from going to law school, spending all that money, getting a degree to be a lawyer. If she did finish law school, I don't know. But she said ex-lawyer, so I'm assuming she did, to go and become a freelance journalist. That's kind of like a huge pay cut because even right now with all the quarantine, lawyers are still pretty essential, especially divorce lawyers. So, but yeah, that was all of my Twitter from yesterday. And then, of course, the girl who blocked me, her friends started coming on and started calling me asshole and you're a bigot and all this other stuff. And I just sat there and honestly, I was feeling like fighting yesterday, to be honest, because I'm so fucking bored. So,
bro, it's way too boring right now.
It's way too boring. So when these people were coming at me, I was just fucking just biting heads off, like every which way and shit like that. I was on it yesterday. And these people eventually, they either stopped talking and got the message or they blocked me. So it was like a good, I don't know, 10, 12 people that came after me yesterday for
that's not too bad.
No, it's not, to be honest. I mean, I've had way more people come after me for shit that I've done in the past or stated. But it's Twitter, folks. Like, it's the fucking internet. You have people that say shitty things. You have people who don't say shitty things. You have people who state their opinions. You don't have to agree with their opinions. You really don't. But that doesn't give you license to attack somebody because of their opinion and you disagree with it. You just, honestly, folks, you just keep on scrolling. Just keep on scrolling because you don't really have to voice your opinion.
Scroll up, scroll down, whatever.
Or just get the fuck off your phone and go read a book. Like, you don't have to voice your opinion on everything. And I think that's where people get it, is that they feel as though, oh, that's wrong. I need to voice my opinion on this. And so they retweet it and they say that this is wrong, blah, blah, blah. And then they tweet it and then they go back to scrolling and then they see something else that they don't agree with. And so they feel as though they need to voice their opinion on that. And I'm like, you know how much time you waste by retweeting something that no one will probably ever see ever? You get like one like on it. That's it. Because sometimes I wake up and I get on my Twitter and I see that I got like over 20 notifications and I gotta go, fuck, what the fuck did I say? I gotta think back to like midnight when I'm like 3 beers in trying to figure out, okay, did I say something that I wasn't supposed to? Because if I get on here, I'm getting attacked. I'm just gonna like throw my phone away. But yeah, that was my Twitter Friday. It was fucking amazing. It was great. How was your Friday?
Yeah, same as always right now.
Yeah,
just
man, but
taking care of the business. That's it.
You got to do something, people. You got to stay active, man. You got to, because this will drive you nuts. It is great though, because it is a nice, these days in Vegas it's nice right now. Like, we got like 70-degree weather, 80-degree weather. You can open up a window. You can turn off.
I actually do.
Yeah, right. See, I had my window open, but it was like raining like a couple hours ago.
It was.
Now the fucking sun is out, like nothing happened. So
this would have been our normal pool season, but hey.
Right. This would have been, we would have been like, what, 2 months in by now?
No, this is the first month. It's spring. March.
No, usually the pool season.
Oh no, March, April. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. It's already April. Yeah, 2 months in.
Yeah, March is when the pool starts.
I forgot. Yeah, April. Yeah, you're about 2 months in. Yeah.
I used to run that lifeguard scene.
Yeah. Place.
Oh man, that I'm thinking back on that, and I'm like, man, I remember when I was working that job. I worked like maybe 2-3 consecutive seasons at that job.
Well, and I'm ancient times ago. If you think about it, that was ancient times ago.
Right, but I'm thinking about it now, and I'm going back, and I'm like, man, I remember when I worked that job. I thought that I would never get the fuck out of that job. I thought I would still be in that fucking job. Because I know some lifeguards who were like my age now, today.
And they're still doing it.
And they're doing it. I'm like, dude, you're like fucking 35. How are you still a lifeguard? What the fuck? How? That's like a 16.
That's for like
That's
16 and 18-year-old kids or like college kids.
right. Like I did that in college too, because when I was a lifeguard,
You
what was that?
were. You were a
I was
UNLV.
UNLV. Yeah, I was like what, 20, 22, 23 when I was
Something like
working at
that.
UNLV.
Mhm.
But I was also working like on the strip too with other pools like Mandalay Bay. I worked there. I think I worked at the Tropicana and then at Palms. I was lifeguard in multiple different places because that's you make money. You make hella
Mhm.
money. Work 40 hours a week. You get paid like $10, $12 an hour. You're a fucking kid. You don't have anything to pay except your tuition and your books
That's
and
it.
shit.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
it. And you work all summer. You make like $10,000, $12,000 if you save it. That's fucking money in your pocket. Plus you get tipped. Plus, you can like after the season's over, you can get transferred to another department and still have a job paying that much, if not more. So it's like, dude, that was a life. That
Yeah.
was a life working as a lifeguard. And you get to see so much ass all day, every day. Like,
That's the cherry on top.
right. That's it was hot as fuck, but you were working at a pool. They fed you when you were on a
I'm
job.
assuming it's pretty laid back because I mean, wait, did you save anyone while you were there or no? See, I figured
No, no one really saves anybody. At most, you probably deal with a lot of people who are drinking
that
too
are
much in
drunk.
the heat.
Yep.
And you
Mhm.
got people who get like heat stroke and they need to drink water. That's probably it. But no, most of the
No one
summer.
drowned, huh? During your clock. That's
Well, you got to
cool.
understand too that I was lifeguarding fucking 3 feet of water. So I was like, if you drown in this pool, you deserve to die.
Yeah, it's true. That pool there is nice though.
Which one? At Palms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked at the Palms place, so it's kind of like the condos next door to Palms.
It's not
And
bad, remember? Like it's actually pretty laid back.
yeah, because there was nothing going on. It was annoying because it was a small pool, but on weekends it got fucking
Packed.
ridiculously crowded. And I hated
Mhm.
like how small the pool was, but then you have like 300 people in there. And you're like, I didn't even know you can fit 300 people in here.
They look like sardines in there, probably.
Right. And people taking like a whole stack of towels, and you're like, whoa, 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 pal, you only can take one. You one person. Why are you grabbing 4 towels? Oh, this is for my family. I don't see a wife or kids with you, pal. Instead, I see a whole thing of beer and like 2 other dudes over here. All right. No, one towel, fool. I hated that because I would fold up a bunch of fucking towels, stack them up, turn around for like 5 minutes, come back, fucking towels are gone. Towels is like money at a pool. The more towels you
Yeah.
got, the more bitches you get, apparently. That's how it works. Hey, baby, I got a towel for you. How about you come over to my cabana? And I'm like, oh,
Come to my cabana with the towels.
right. I don't want these towels back anymore, sir. You're going to have to pick up your towels and put them in the towel bin because I don't want them. I don't want to touch them. This is
Mhm.
disgusting. I remember one year they had a swingers party at that pool.
Ew.
Yeah. The water was crystal blue when I opened the pool. When we closed, that shit was murky green.
Ugh. Ew.
It was fucking disgusting. And the worst part about it is that, okay, so this is a family pool, family fun pool. There is no sign saying no kids allowed. No kids allowed. Swinger
Mhm.
party taking place. There was no signs that indicated that. So you have people bringing their kids to the pool while in Cabana 4, you have like 4 people fucking each other. And you're like, the mom came up to me, sir, we have some people doing lewd acts in Cabana 4. And I go, lewd acts? First of all, who's not seeing that and calling it out? Because there was a restaurant. So there you got the pool,
Mhm.
and then you have a restaurant poolside. And the entire restaurant is glass. So if you're
Yeah.
sitting in a restaurant, you can look out of the
You
glass,
can look out. Yeah.
you can see everything. And I looked at this lady, I go, well, what are they doing? She goes, I think they're having an orgy. And I go, huh? What?
What?
She goes, yeah. If you look at Cabana 4, I mean, man, before I take a step out of this pool shed, I just need to get this straight. You mean to tell me if I walk out into the pool and look at Cabana 4, I'm
You
going to
can
see
see some
4
action.
people, I'm going to see 4 people fucking. She goes, yes, that's exactly right. I go, bullshit. I put $10 on the table right now that's not happening. She goes, okay.
Mhm.
She bet me $10. So I walk out and I'm going around the pool and I look at Cabana 4 and I'm like, huh. This bitch took my money and made off of $10. Man, what's worse is that I couldn't like tell them to stop it. Hey, you get your dick out of her. You put
couldn't?
your pants on. I couldn't because they rented out the pool space. They rented out the pool space. It was there. They bought the pool space because they were having a swingers party. I guess it was some type of swingers convention in town. I don't fucking know. But
Swingers.
there's a convention for everything. You got the adult video awards, you got sex toy awards, you got cement convention, you got all these crazy ass conventions that come through Vegas every fucking year. And I guess swingers have their own convention too. So they rented out the pool, but I guess the hotel forgot to put up a sign saying, hey, no kids allowed. And so I don't know what happened, but I guess security got called and told the people, hey, we got people eating in this restaurant, and you
Watching
guys,
you guys.
right? You guys could have like easily requested curtains that we could have just put up and let you guys go at it, but I guess not. But
Must be nice having dinner while you're watching free fucking, I guess.
I mean,
That's
I know
just
Vegas,
odd.
and I know you're like going to be seeing some wild shit in Vegas, but I mean,
But not that wild.
not that wild.
Not that wild.
There
Like
are
out in the public? In the pool?
There are porn stars who wouldn't fucking public like that. And they come here every year. They wouldn't be like, hey, I'm just gonna go fuck over here because I do that for a living anyway. No.
Right. No.
Yeah, you have average like Joe over here who works a 9 to 5 at the plumbing, sitting here plowing the wife of another man who's sitting there watching, and no one is like giving a fuck. And I'm like, this party is gross. I think I'm gonna go home.
That sounds pretty disgusting.
It was wild. And I'm like, oh, none of these, if you ever like, I don't know, if you search Pornhub for swingers, none of these people are attractive. They're fucking disgusting looking. They're gross. They're overweight. They're probably like middle-aged, parents with like 4 kids, and they probably work in human resources and shit like that. These are the most unattractive people ever, and they're fucking publicly in a pool area in Vegas.
That's
and people are asking me, does this happen all the time in Vegas?
We don't know.
I don't know who told you what, lady, but no, we just don't fucking random places in Vegas. I mean, Vegas is crazy. Don't get me wrong, but no one has ever.
Not that crazy.
Not that crazy. No, that's no. But that's the craziest shit I've seen while working on the strip. Have you seen anything like outrageously out there?
No, just the EDC people when they get in the morning.
When they get what?
Because remember, like how they spend the night over there, right? And then they come back in the morning to have like breakfast or whatnot before they sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I see all the crazy shenanigans going on.
You know what? That was crazy because last year was my first time not working on the strip. Like this is my current job now doesn't require me to work on the strip. So last year around May when they had EDC, I was going to Walmart to pick up stuff for work that day. And then I'm seeing all these kids running around like, fucking hipster glasses and shit, girls and like barely no bikini and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then
that's what they wear.
Yeah, and I was like, Donald, I was like, oh, it's EDC. I had completely like forgot that it was EDC because it was like usually when you're working on the strip, when it's EDC weekend. You just fucking know when that shit's coming up. Yeah. But like I don't work on the strip anymore. I don't really care about the life anymore. So when I saw all these kids like flooding Walmart, buying like 12 cases of water and shit, I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Fucking EDC. And they were still trying to have it this year too, by the way. I don't think they canceled that.
They didn't. They pushed it back to October. The last thing I heard.
Oh, dude, that's going to be even worse because that's like Halloween. So it's going to be like Halloween themed EDC.
But I think it's still a little bit of a stretch because of what's going on right now. Like, if we don't see sports having like people in the stands, you're not going to see EDC. Also, that's 100 and how many people comes into EDC? Like thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. So come on, let's be realistic about EDC at this year. Also, right. I don't want to be the bummer. They might flag us for that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you guys are such haters," but I don't see it happening at all. Not to burst their bubble right now.
Like they're gonna do it anyway, just like when this whole thing started.
They can't
like on spring break, and I'm like, why?
Trust me, they wouldn't be able to if we don't see professional sports having 18,000 people on their arenas, we are not going to be seeing EDC.
That's true.
That's
but
how
EDC,
that's how I'm looking at it.
but EDC brings in a lot of money every year for the economy.
Okay, but it could bring us a lot of coronavirus in the country also.
This
So
is true. This is true.
you know what I mean?
But I
Like,
know a lot of shows, even my annual trade show that I did last year, that's kind of iffy too, because we kind of need to know now if
I
the
mean,
show is
look
going to
at
be.
Comic Con. How many people travel to watch? To go to Comic Con.
But at the same time, how many people bought tickets to Comic Con? Those tickets aren't cheap.
No,
Those tickets are like
Yeah.
what, almost $1,000 for all 3 days. Those tickets aren't cheap. Are those people going to get their money back? Are they going to roll it over to next
I'm
year?
pretty sure they
Are you
are.
gonna-
I'm sure they are.
Are they going to sell more tickets for next year? Because I want to get my
Because
head
like all the concerts right now, we were supposed to go watch one. They're refunding people, or they're telling people hold on to the ticket when we scheduled the other show that's supposed
If
to.
it's San Diego Comic Con, I would hang on to that ticket because you know how hard it is to actually get tickets.
It's hard, and I signed up for their email to like when you can pre-order and whatnot, but I still miss out every year.
Yeah, dude, we tried last year. I think that Monday
Mhm.
when the tickets went on sale, dude, me and Erica were just at the computer trying to get the tickets,
Exactly.
and the servers just crashed. The internet was
Oh, yeah.
slow. Couldn't get it.
No.
So
It's hard to get it.
I would be super surprised if they have EDC this year and not San Diego Comic Con, because you can push San Diego Comic Con back too. It's not like it's meant to be in the summer. You can push the shit back to like late November, right?
We would be totally fine, but they're not doing it. Same goes for E3. They're not doing it. So I'm assuming that later on, EDC is gonna bite their ass and be like, "Ah, shit."
Well, yeah, because that's a really expensive thing. I mean, EDC tickets aren't cheap either. You're
No.
looking at about a good 300, and that's just for the ticket. We're not talking about
That's $350 just for the regular.
right.
There's the VIPs also, and then they started doing the camping a couple years ago.
Right.
Where you
So
can
people
camp
can
out the
camp
whole
out there.
week. Yeah, you camp out the whole week before the event really happens.
Right. Man, I knew a security guard who worked the EDC, and he was like, not a security guard, police officer, and he goes, "Man, that thing is gross."
It is.
I
I don't see it happening because how our governor is right now, he's very strict. I don't see him writing off on this.
Yeah,
at
but
all.
you also got to take into account too, like, okay, well, do you have a plan to bounce the economy back? Because when the city reopens, no one's going to be fucking going to the casinos. Like, no one has the money for that.
That's the point that a lot of people have been saying. They're like, okay, we reopen now, but do you remember that there is a travel ban right now? So who do you think is gonna come here anyways?
Locals don't go on the strip and gamble. Let me just throw
No.
that out right now. No, they don't.
They go to PTs. They go to station casinos. Come on,
Right.
let's be realistic about that.
There's no one going on the strip, and the strip
Yeah.
is where most of the economy for the city goes anyway, and they
Mhm.
rely on the tourism here. So, like,
We
okay,
do.
if the governor is going to be like, "Hey, no one's going out," then we have the right as the people, tax-paying people, to be like, "Okay, well, what's your plan for rebooting the economy when all this shit is over?" There has to be a plan in place, because if there's not, people are just going to fucking go out and do whatever they want.
If you really think about it, we're somewhat in a recession.
Dude, we've been in a recession since Obama left office. This shit hasn't gotten better.
Although we're gonna give a shout out to that guy for giving us free money.
Yep, I got my check this week, and people were talking about. There was another article floating around that Trump withheld checks to put his name on the check.
Yes, supposedly he wanted to personally sign them.
But most people have direct deposit. So what? Why does that even?
Some people like, because remember how they're saying like when you file your tax you get
The paper
some
check,
of
right?
them. Yeah. My friend actually has to wait for a check.
That's stupid. See, but a majority of Americans who filed their taxes last year got direct deposit.
No, yeah, we did. Yeah,
A
we got
vast
ours.
majority. So,
Mhm.
so if you're trying to make a political stunt, like, I don't know what the law, I don't know if the president's name has to be on the check, or if that's just something that he's trying to do. We never know.
I will not say it here, but I will say November is coming up, so he has to put his name out there.
Yeah, okay. Well, Joe Biden is gonna die, so that's that dude. Have you heard that dude talk?
Yes, come on.
He
Now.
doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's rambling on. I don't know if it's a sense of like him being nervous on live TV or he's not very articulate. That's all I'm saying. Like, even if Obama was running against Joe Biden, Obama would slay Joe Biden because Obama is very articulate. He knows how to speak. He knows how
Oh
to
yes,
talk.
he's a good
Joe
public
Biden
speaker.
doesn't. And Trump
I
might
would-
not be the brightest crown in the box, but I guarantee you, when it comes to words and spit battle, Trump has it in the bag, bro.
maybe.
Trump has it in the bag. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's November's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting month.
It is going to be very interesting. This year has already been very, very interesting.
And we're only in April, dude. Last week was Easter, and I completely forgot that it was Easter. I go, something important today.
No, yeah, it's just like no. That's what I'm saying. Like it just seems like we don't know the days. Like usually we do like, oh, it's Monday because we're going to work. But now it's just like, what day? What? Where are we
Mhm.
already? Like no, like we don't keep in track because it's just the same thing that we do every day.
Right. Wake up, and I go to my office and work. I may turn on the news to see what's happening with the virus and the city and shit like that. But it's actually going by really fast because by the time you look up, it's already lunchtime, and I don't eat lunch till like 2, and then it's 4, and then I'm done with work, and then I'm like, oh, I hope I get done with work early, and I'm like, wait, what doesn't make a difference if I get done with work early or not? I'm already fucking home, so
Exactly.
what am I supposed to do?
Right.
So I don't know, man. It may end. They're saying that the summer heat may burn off this virus, which I hope that's what happens because, dude, I want to go to a movie theater. I'm actually going to Knott's. I want to go to Knott's Berry Farm when this shit is over.
Really? Why not Berry Farm?
Why not? Tickets are going to be cheap as fuck, dude. Disneyland too, because Disneyland is apparently losing like $30 million a day.
I am not going to go Disneyland right now.
Why not?
Oh, and then what? Hoping to catch the virus? No, I'm good.
Dude, fucking Disneyland tickets are like $150 now. If this opens up and the virus goes away, right? Dude, Disneyland's gonna be selling tickets easily $50 a pop. $50.
Okay, well,
You can buy a ticket and then
I'll
sell
buy
it.
it and then that's what I'm saying. Like I'll buy it and then just sell it or like keep it open until whenever I want to go there.
You can get like a fucking season pass for a fraction of what it is. They want like what $300 some for a season pass. They'd probably be dropping that for like $100.
Oh, I'm
get
there.
a season pass. I'll get one of those.
I would get one of those.
That's a no-brainer. Same thing for like Six Flags, Knott's Berry Farm, Universal Studios. Let's get season passes for like the next year. You will save as much money as you would spend in the park buying a fucking churro and a Diet Coke.
Well, the churros are good though.
They're good, but they're not $5 good. I'm sorry.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, dude, they are.
No, they're not $5 good, dude. Those things are fucking expensive. There's no way a churro is going to be $5 for a churro that you're going to eat in like 3 seconds. No fucking way.
Good.
Nah, good. Nah, not $5 good, dude. I would rob a churro stand before I rob a bank, just to save some money. Just take all the churros and just pig out until I go to jail. It's great. We had a man who robbed a churro cart today. Be on the lookout. Suspect is 6'2".
It's a white man, not a black guy.
Yeah, he's a white guy.
He's a white guy.
Look white. Well, the joke's on you because I just have free churros, suckers.
Exactly. Man, hopefully we can find some news next week, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, they said they're trying to open up the city on May 1st, but other cities are like extending it to like mid-May, so they might end up doing that for us. I don't fucking know.
Probably mid-May. I don't see it more May 1st.
I don't see it being May 1st either because it seems like they're getting more stricter on what they want us to do in terms of staying indoors. So
yeah, there's like 3 phases into everything.
Right.
And like from what they're saying too, like they don't want like as far as the restaurant's concerned, like they don't want like all the tables like closely. So they want it like far apart from each other. So see how that goes also.
Right. And I was talking to Erica last night. We were watching. What were we watching? We were watching like a bunch of Netflix shows and movies and shit like that. And they had a scene where they were in a restaurant eating, and I'm like, man, I want to go out to eat and eat at a nice restaurant. That'd be nice.
Not right now.
Not right now. Not right
Not
now.
for a
So
while.
I've been catching up on my Netflix grind. I normally don't watch Netflix shows, but I'm like, I gotta do something. So I've watched Lock and Key, which once you get past all the angsty teen drama, it's actually a really cool show. I recommend
Okay.
watching it. What was that? Haunting of Hill House. So if you're into like the horror genre, ghost, supernatural, paranormal stuff, I recommend that because it was actually really good. I hope they don't do a season 2 though, because it's one of those shows that ended on a note, and it should just kind of like
Leave it alone.
leave it alone. Don't mess with
Okay.
it. It's good.
Okay.
And I watched that new one, Code 8, with Robbie Amell and the Green Arrow guy.
Hmm.
That was a good. It was a good movie, but basically it was a drug heist just with superpowers.
Shrug
So I don't really know what the whole pitch was. I guess because since Arrow's over now, people are like, oh shit, it's the guy who played Oliver Queen in the new movie. I gotta watch it. And I'm like,
Mhm.
he's fucking Oliver Queen in this movie talking all low. Like the guy talks so low. We gotta get the drugs. I don't care what you have to do. Just make sure you get the drugs. And I'm like, this is fucking Green Arrow all over again. He's just not suiting up as a superhero, and instead he's a drug dealer.
Hmm.
All in all, though, it was a good movie. I don't know why. It was like number 3 in the world yesterday, and I'm like, why? This movie isn't that great. And usually Netflix movies aren't that good.
No, I have not seen a good one yet.
Like that one with Will Smith, Bright.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
Watch it. It's a great concept. Fantastic concept. Executed poorly. Extremely bad. I didn't like it. Like I think I got lost like 20 minutes in, and I'm like, wait, what is this movie about again? I can't follow the premise here.
Mm.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but I guess that's it then. I mean, I got nothing else to talk about.
I don't either right now.
Yeah.
I will be doing an unboxing when I get the figures.
Yeah, well, let me know when you do that. We can record it live.
Oh yeah,
And
we can.
show people
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, so
Mhm.
I'm down to do that. I might order something else to do an unboxing with, but I don't know. I don't have enough space here, bro. I'm gonna have to wait till I move because I just did an unboxing of a Lord Draken, Power Rangers.
Yeah, I
and
saw.
that was pretty cool. So, hey guys, if you haven't seen my unboxing of Lord Draken, you can go to our YouTube channel and check it out. But I think this is it for this live stream. I know we have some people pop in, pop out. Y'all didn't say nothing, otherwise we would have gave you a shout out. So that one person who's watching now, give a shout out. We'll
I
give
wonder
you a
who
shout
that's
out.
watching right now.
Huh?
I wonder who it is.
Oh, I thought it was.
know.
I thought it was you watching. I was like, oh, this is me
No,
watching.
I'm not on it. I'm not on it today.
So whoever's watching right now, drop a chat. Let us know who you are. And we'll give you a shout out before we end the live stream. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Let's see if they actually do it.
Probably won't do it.
They probably won't. We're not that important people.
They're too shy. No, they're like, who the hell are these two losers?
Yeah, right. Look at these guys. They have nothing else to do. We really don't have anything else to do, to be honest.
We don't.
We
But
literally.
for sure, we will be doing a stream midweek as soon as I get the thing.
Well, you ordered it or you went to Walmart?
I ordered it.
From Walmart.
No,
Well, where did you get it from then?
from a legit wrestling store.
A legit wrestling store. What does that even look like?
What do you mean? What is that like? Did they sell wrestling figures?
Like WWE.com or something like that?
No, like Wrestling Universe. It's in New York. WWE.com.
That's what I thought it was. I mean, don't.
No.
These figures better be legit. Like they should be able to like move every joint on their.
They will. They do. They do move from joint to joint.
So did you buy like a wrestling ring too?
No.
Oh, you should have bought that.
You just gave me an idea.
Yeah, you should have bought that.
I should buy a wrestling ring.
Why not? I don't know why you bought all these wrestlers with no wrestling ring. You bought 10 figures and no ring.
That's true. Huh.
Come on.
Time to go to Walmart. I'm gonna go look for a ring.
You gotta buy a ring. You got 10 figures where you can do like your whole fucking like wrestling match, and you don't have a ring. Come on, bro.
Because I was just gonna post them up like how I post up the Iron Man stuff.
No, dude, you should fucking play with that shit. Like on my Instagram stories, I play with my shit all the time. It's so much fun.
Oh, I might buy a ring. Okay,
Do it.
I'll look it up. Right.
I want to see Maria come in and then see like a little 12-year-old boy like throwing the action figures up.
Stupid.
That would be great. She just walks in and you're just like, and Stone Cold for the win.
I should buy the belt too, huh?
My buddy used to love action figures from wrestling, and he would just sit there and fucking have the action figures perform their like signature moves. And I'm like, you're
The
fucking
finishers.
the finishers. And I'm like, wow.
What are you doing?
I can't laugh. I
No.
got a whole set of Dragon Ball Z figures on my shelf, so I probably end up playing with those. So
I'm gonna go play with these turtles.
you do that and have fun with it. I'm gonna buy some actual real Ninja Turtles because
Whatever. Well,
the-
when the stores do open, we will do a video over there.
we go to Rogue Toys and we play.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. I might order that Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, and do an unboxing on that, a retro unboxing.
That's
Going
not,
back.
yeah.
Because I still got Game Boy cartridges. Mostly they're all Pokemon games, but
You would have Pokemon games.
I would. And you know the fucked up part is that the internal battery is dry. So like any type of like time-based events, they don't happen anymore. So you're just kind of playing a game, just doing whatever you got to do. I don't even think it gives day or night anymore on like Pokemon Silver. It's just you can just save the game and that's it. But it would be cool to revisit the old Game Boy and just play it that way. But yeah.
Right.
Yep. All right, folks. That person left. They didn't say hi. They just like, oh, I don't want to say anything. I'm going now. Bye. Anyway.
Told you.
All right, folks. Well, we'll be back midweek with another unboxing. Hopefully we'll get more viewers because this is what we do now.
That's our new normal right now.
It's our new normal right now. Live stream. Since we can't shoot with the green screen, we just have our background, which is this.
Yeah.
And
This is my background right now. Next week I'll be in a different. Oh no! During the unboxing I'll be in a different thing.
we got to get you a green screen so you can just set it up that way.
No, I'm showing them my Iron Man collection on my background.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me, man.
You know.
All right, folks. We will catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will be back with another live stream. Wow, we did about an hour, 20 minutes. That's cool.
We always
Yeah, well, last week we had a lot of issues, so I don't even want to count that one because there's like 10 minutes of like footage of where I'm just like,
ranting. Oh no, that's what I told you. 10 minutes of
yeah, I was just like frozen for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, I should probably delete this, but I'm gonna leave it up because it's getting
Leave it
views
up.
now. There's like
leave it up.
13, 14 views, and I'm like, oh, I'll take it, whatever. All right, guys. See you guys next week, folks.
Stay productive, folks. Somehow in some way.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Bye. And we're